Loyalty was the Mafia's sacred currency. The vow of silence bound men to the grave, but when that loyalty cracked, the fallout was catastrophic. Tonight we descend into the shadows of betrayal, to expose the informants whose words collapsed empires, turned brothers into prey, and rewrote the rules of the underworld. These are the stories of the most infamous snitches in organized crime, and the blood-soaked legacy they left behind. 1963, a sweaty, smoke-filled courtroom. Joseph Valachi, a low-level soldier in the Genovese crime family, stares into the glare of TV cameras. He's about to do the unthinkable break on live television. Valachi wasn't a boss, he wasn't a legend, but he was the first. After a botched hit ordered by his paranoid boss, Vito Genovese, Valachi believed he was marked for death. So he struck a deal. In hushed tones he revealed the Mafia's true name, and its labyrinth of families, rituals, and hits. The public was stunned, the FBI armed with a roadmap. Valachi's testimony didn't just send men to prison, it exposed a hidden nation. But his reward? A life in solitary, despised by both sides. He died in 1971, forgotten in a Texas prison cell, a traitor to the mob and a ghost to history. Sammy the Bull Gravano wasn't just a hitman, he was John Gotti's right hand, the underboss who helped the Teflon Don rule New York. Together, they murdered rivals, bribed jurors, and laughed at the law. But in 1991, the laughter stopped. Facing life in prison, Gravano did the math 19 murders on his soul, or one deal. He sat across from prosecutors and spilled Gotti's vanity, the plot to kill Paul Castellano, the ice-cold mechanics of their reign. The Bull's testimony sent Gotti to die behind bars and shattered the Gambino family, but betrayal has its price. Gravano walked free only to return to crime, then prison, then witness protection, a man forever trapped between two worlds. The Bull's lesson? Even a killer can trade loyalty, if the price is right. Los Angeles, 1977. Jimmy the Weasel Fratiano, acting boss of the crumbling LA Mafia, stares at a subpoena. The FBI has him cornered. So, the Weasel does what he does best. He talks, and talks, and talks. Fratiano's betrayal was mercenary. He flipped on the New York families, the Midwest crews, even his own men. His testimony dismantled the Mafia's West Coast operations, exposing deals with politicians, union scams, and body dumps in the Nevada desert. But Fratiano wasn't driven by fear or revenge. He was a businessman. Betrayal was just another contract. By the 1980s, the LA Mafia was a ghost. The Weasel? He died in hiding, his name a punchline among gangsters. A reminder, in the end even the cunning become prey. Today the Mafia's code is a relic. The RICO Act turned soldiers into witnesses. Wiretaps turned whispers into evidence. And men like Henry Hill, the mobster turned rat immortalized in Goodfellas, proved that loyalty dissolves faster than a body in line. But the betrayals left scars, families fractured, bosses died in prison, not in gunfights. And the public, they saw the truth. The Mafia wasn't honorable, it was a pyramid of fear, held up by traitors. Yet in the silence a question lingers. Were these men cowards? Or pragmatists? Did they break the code to survive? Or to burn the world that forged them? The Mafia's golden age is gone, buried under the weight of betrayal, but the stories remain, cautionary tales of power, paranoia, and the price of a whispered secret. So the next time you hear a tale of honor among thieves, remember, in the shadows, even loyalty has an expiration date,